everyone, I hope you're looking forward to Christmas, and it seems a good idea to work out some designs for Christmas cards that are going to be really quick and easy to paint. Now I use these cards which you just fold in half. They come with an envelope and I actually paint onto this cardy paper, and see it's got a deckled edge, but what I like to do is I will fold that over, and so it's very random. I can get quite a lot of cards out of that. I just rip that paper and then I will fold that again and again, and you can see you've got these perfect size pieces to fit onto your card. So that will fit on like that. That's just perfect. So shall we begin with the painting? Well, I think we have to do a Christmas tree, and they're a lot quicker and easier than you may think. So this is my quick and easy way of painting a Christmas tree. Now I'm going to start with some of these metallic paints, and I'm going to put clear water just over my paper, and then I'm going in with some silver through the middle. That will sort of leave a metallic sort of glimmer to the paper, and then I'm going to use a green, but not too much. Okay, and then we can just leave that to dry. It needs to be really dry before we paint our Christmas tree. Use my big rake brush. This one is just brilliant. If you look at the ends, you can see the different lengths, and so this makes our job painting this so easy. And I'm mixing up a green. I'm using rich sepia, Prussian blue and lemon yellow. So that's a very, very dark green, and it's quite thick. Take off some of the water from my brush, and then the first thing I'm going to do is put a line down here to roughly where the pot's going to go. So to start with, let's do some of these sort of sprigs that come out from a Christmas tree, and as we go down they sort of get a little bit bigger and bits come down. And the thing is not to worry too much. Comes out a little bit further. And again there. And then one large sweep here. And see, you're not having to do every single little bit. All these little ends are coming out. It's just down to there. Just so easy to achieve that. Now I'm going to use some Prussian blue and sepia just mixed on its own, so it's nice and dark. And just whilst that's still wet, just in places, I'm just going to put a few little darker marks. I'll sort of thicken it up in the middle. And see, how quick is that? A whole Christmas tree, and that's really, really quick. Now it needs to be a red pot, doesn't it? So I'm going to go for an alizarin crimson pot. I'm using a flat brush. Again, let's make it easy. And all we have to do is just do the shape of a pot. Couldn't be easier. And I think we'll have a little bit of a shadow coming off. Just tip the brush into that. Shadow's done. Right, I'm just going to use my size 10 brush, and I'm going for cadmium yellow. Nice and thick, because we really want this to show up. And let's pop a star on the top of the tree. And then some baubles. It's a well decorated tree, this one. And then I'm going to use some of the alizarin crimson to put some red baubles on. So get nice and thick so that it shows up. I think that's enough. We don't want to overdo our tree. Now for a little bit more glitz. So using my rake brush again, I'm just going to dip into the red metallic paint that I've got. We're just going to put that over some of this. And then using my little brush, a tiny one, just go into the red and just put some highlights on some of the baubles. Maybe an extra one in the middle there, because that will show up on the dart. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with the gold. So gold metallic paint. Mixing that up well so it's nice and gungy. A bit of shine on our star. Maybe tinsel coming through. So it's not all over, just a little hint here and there, and it just give it a little sparkle. And we're almost done. So very finally, I'm just going to have some Prussian blue, just mixed very thick on my tiny little brush, and I'm going to make the shape of the star stand out a little bit better. So he really stands out. And then around some of these baubles, I'm just going to put a little bit of a line, but not all the way around. So you don't even have to do all of them. And then I think just to balance that up, maybe a bit of a dark line here and just show that up. And I'm leaving it at that. Now that is so simple and so quick, especially if you're doing lots and lots of them. Right, I folded our piece of brown card in half. These are crafted cards. And then with some copy decks, I'm just going to put a little bit of that copy decks onto the back of the card, so along the top, along the bottom. It's nice and easy. And then all we've got to do is put that a little bit lower down, press that on really firmly. I'll try not to get it covered in paint because my hands are covered in paint. And then with an elegant writer, I'm going for a size 3 if I can find it. If not, we use the other one. No, I've got a 2 here. Oh, there it is. And 3 is a little bit heavier, so it shows up a little bit more. So all I've got to do is write Happy Christmas or whatever you want to write on the top of your card. There we go, and don't forget to sign your card. So I hope you have an amazing Christmas and that you've enjoyed painting this. Thank you for watching.
leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when 'tis cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so